from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
This morning on GMSA, San Antonio police looking for a suspect in a deadly shooting just north of downtown. What they're doing right now to find them.
And taking a live look out at the Alamo City, 38 degrees to start your weekend. What is the rest of the day? What does the cattle drive look like? We're going to check in with Mia in just a few moments. But for now, good morning.
Good morning.
It is 6 o'clock. It is Saturday. It is February 4th. And I can say with confidence, it is infinitely warmer than what we saw the last week.
Yeah. I mean, not by...
Well, you were out in the cold.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't look fun.
No, I mean, for the most part, I was on the road cam, so I was like inside the truck.
Oh, you're spoiled.
Oh, yeah. So like dual control, like my side was like 86 degrees. My photographer's side was like 72. He's like, can you like turn
Feels
down?
like 86 degrees in this room. All right, so Mia, are we going to still see this fog that we're seeing throughout the morning?
Right? So that's kind of been the big story this morning, besides the fact that, yes, it is still chilly out there. We've got a warming trend this weekend, but at least through the morning hours, fog is going to be with us. Now, it's pretty dense out there in spots early this morning, but I think if you're stepping out later this morning and especially this afternoon, we will see those visibilities improve, but not for the next few hours. So you can see officially over at SA International, visibility down to about 4 miles. Even denser the farther north and west you go, traveling up I-10. That continues down Highway 90 as well, pretty much in and around the San Antonio area. Just take it easy out there on the roads if you are stepping out for any early morning plans, because those lower visibilities will likely slow you down in spots. Because of that, we do have a dense fog advisory that has come down from the National Weather Service, mainly in place for our central and northern counties. That even does stretch up, though, to Austin and closer to the Waco Temple area this morning, so also up the I-35 corridor. Again, we will start to see that break up by the late morning hours, even more so into the afternoon, leading way to more sunshine, and there's that warming trend. Yesterday, we were able to make it into the 50s. This afternoon, we've got forecast highs aimed for the low 60s here in San Antonio. Tomorrow morning, going to be a little bit warmer as well. We're in the mid 40s. Right now, we're waking up to temperatures in the 30s, but tomorrow afternoon, notice those temperatures continue to climb into the low 70s. Now, we'll talk more about what we're expecting here over the next several days in terms of that temperature trend, and even some rain chances that work back in by the middle of next week, coming up here in just a few minutes, guys.
Thank you, Mia. New this morning, San Antonio police still searching for a suspect they believe responsible for shooting and killing someone overnight.
GMSA's Alyssa Cole joining us from outside the apartment building where that incident happened. So, Alyssa, what have police told you?
Yes, good morning, Max, Sarah. I am here downtown, just on the 700 block of McCullough, just outside the Augusta Flats apartment near the Riverwalk. So take a look at this building. What we're learning from police, they tell us inside that building is where they found a man they believe to be in his 30s, dead with multiple gunshot wounds across his body inside his own apartment. Now, police say neighbors nearby heard those loud gunshots and immediately called police. They did not get a description of the suspect, but investigators are working with property management to acquire surveillance video. Now, of course, once investigators get a chance to review that video for some time, they're hoping to positively identify the suspect responsible for such a deadly crime. But as of now, police are still working to locate that suspect. If you have any details of this incident, you're encouraged to contact Crime Stoppers. The information will be on our website at ksat.com. Reporting live downtown, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa. Topping your morning headlines, tragedy in Houston, a deadly crash involving a toddler.
It happened Friday after a 2-year-old girl was hit by a car while she was being dropped off at her babysitter's house. A toddler reportedly wandered into the path of a moving vehicle. She was taken to a hospital where she later died. Police say the driver, who has only been identified as a 43-year-old woman, did not appear to be impaired and was moving her car when the child was hit. No word yet on any potential criminal charges.
And headed north, a Travis County family airlifted to University Hospital after carbon monoxide poisoning. So a generator used to heat the family's home is now to blame. It made the adults and 2 children sick. So the winter storm leaving a lot of Texans to fend for themselves, trying to keep warm. But as KSAT has reported, precautions need to be taken, especially when you use a space heater and a generator. University Health, one of only 2 hospitals across Texas that can treat carbon monoxide poisoning.
And in your national news, the balloon identified by the Pentagon as a surveillance balloon from China is still hovering over the U.S. this morning.
This has been quite the saga to follow. A lot of states issuing warnings, telling people not to try to shoot it down. But for now, it is moving east towards North Carolina. ABC's Derek Dennis brings us the latest.
This is the balloon not only the Pentagon is tracking, but also Americans on the ground.
What the heck is that?
Yeah, that thing is not the moon.
The Pentagon confirming this is a spy balloon from China floating 60,000 feet in the air. It first entered American airspace over Alaska, then flew into southwest Canada before dipping down over Billings, Montana.
We assess that currently it does not pose a physical or military risk to people on the ground. For now, we're continuing to monitor and review options.
The Pentagon says the balloon is expected to linger above America for a few days. And officials say it is big, with a technology bay the size of 3 buses attached. A senior U.S. official says it appears to be equipped with high-resolution cameras and solar panels. It is traveling above the range of air traffic, but has still been spotted by pilots.
We got that balloon in sight also. Looks like it's way up there, maybe 50,000 feet or so.
China insisting the balloon is simply a civilian airship used for research, mainly meteorological purposes, and that it deviated far from its planned course. But the Pentagon says that's not the case.
We know this is a Chinese balloon and that it has the ability to maneuver. We have clearly communicated that this balloon is violating U.S. airspace and international law, and that this is unacceptable.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken postponed a planned weekend trip to Beijing.
We concluded that conditions were not conducive for a constructive visit at this time.
Congressman Ryan Zinke from Montana tweeting, "Shoot it down." But the Pentagon advising against that, saying debris could injure people on the ground or cause property damage. The White House says President Biden agrees with the recommendation. And now the Pentagon confirming there is a second Chinese surveillance balloon in the sky, this one flying over South America. Derek Dennis, ABC News, New York.
And interesting because when you see a graphic of how high up it is, it's higher than Mount Everest.
So it's not really that easy just to shoot down.
No, but the military could do it, just warning civilians not to do it.
Because it's just going to hurt others.
Exactly, or yourself.
Yeah.
All right, time now, 6:07, 38 degrees out.
Well, still ahead on GMSA, David Elder takes us to a new restaurant on the northeast side with some delicious smoked pork ribs. That's before 6:30 on Texas Eats.
And despite fears of a recession in the United States, a huge surprise emerging when it comes to our economy. We're going to talk about it next, to talk about jobs, hundreds and thousands of them.
See what the visibility is looking like out there. Okay, not too bad, but you definitely do see some fog in the distance. You see some first responders on the highway there. But Mia says the big story this morning is the fog. How long is it going to stick around for? She'll let us know when we come back.
Welcome back. So despite recession fears, there are actually a lot of signs that the U.S. labor market is going super strong. So the Bureau of Labor Statistics reporting that our local domestic economy added a staggering 517,000 jobs in the month of January. So the surge, a huge surprise since experts were actually expecting only about 185,000. Now, the government also says the unemployment rate, it fell from 3.5% to 3.4%. That's a level that the United States hasn't seen since 1969.
It's been about 3 years since the start of COVID-19, and that has some companies telling their employees to return to the office. So security tracker KSAT Systems reports offices in 10 major U.S. cities are now more than halfway filled. The firm says it's the first time since early 2020 that occupancy has crossed the 50% mark. The milestone comes as some major companies crack down on employees who want to work from home. Disney is ordering corporate employees to return to the offices 4 days a week starting March 1st, and Starbucks recently instituted a 3-day-a-week office schedule.
All right, this next story is something very excited about. The Department of Agriculture wants to make school breakfasts and lunches healthier. something we've been talking about for a while. So the agency actually has new proposed guidelines to reduce both sugar and sodium in foods served in school cafeterias. By next year, schools would start phasing out refined grains in favor of whole grains. And by 2025, sugar in sweetened yogurts, muffins, and cereals and chocolate milk would all be reduced, and sodium would also be reduced by about 10%. The changes would happen gradually over time. And this is hitting hard here because I'm a huge advocate saying we need free on KSAT healthy snacks at all times. I walk in, there's this whole tray of cupcakes, and I'm like, come on, guys.
No, it's never healthy.
Yeah.
Only when I'm craving. Whoever leaves the bowl of chocolate, thanks. Thank you. Shout out. Big hero.
All right. Thank you, Mia, for bringing us warmer weather, by the way.
So much better than earlier this week, right? We can deal with the cold for the most part. It's just when we get that ice, especially across the hill country, that's when it's not fun, and then it gets dangerous out there on the roadways. So happy that, yes, that thawing process has been already in effect over the past 24 hours, and that is going to continue as we head into the weekend. So temperatures warming, low 60s here in San Antonio this afternoon, low 70s as we head into our Sunday afternoon. Already this morning, though, we have seen some pockets of dense fog form. And as we head into the late morning hours, we should see that break up. But again, I think some more morning fog will be possible as we head into our Sunday morning. But still, some afternoon sunshine is expected both today and especially into tomorrow. We also do have some rain chances that are in the forecast, but those don't move in until the middle of next week. So we'll talk all about it. But first, do want to get you a look outside at current conditions right now. You can see as we take a look out with live cam there, we do have that fog in place. And the reason why is because the air temperature and the dew point temperature are very close together. So when we see those two temperatures and readings right next to each other, neck and neck, that's when the air saturates and we start to see that fog develop. So just take it easy if you are planning on stepping out for any early Saturday morning plans. Give yourself some extra time out there on the roadways. Temperature wise, you also will want to bundle up. Jackets needed this morning because yes, it is still plenty cold. We're waking up to temperatures in the upper 30s, low 40s for most. Port SA though does look like we briefly dipped down to the 32 degree mark. 39 over at the airport, 37 up in Bernie, 38 in Comfort. It's 40 over in Hondo this hour. Now as we head into this morning, later this morning, the cattle drive taking place in downtown San Antonio starts at 11 a.m. By that time, I do think visibilities will have improved. We'll see that morning fog break up later this morning. Temperatures though around 50 at 11 a.m. As we head into the afternoon, that's when we start to see some of that morning cloud cover break up as well, leading way to more peaks of sunshine. And then there's that warming trend around 56 by 1 p.m. Daytime highs this afternoon for most, topping off in the upper 50s, low 60s around 62 here in town, 59 in Canyon Lake, 64 over in Nixon, 62 at Stinson on the south side of Bexar County. Now, because we are expecting more fog tomorrow morning and honestly into Monday morning as well, one of the reasons why is because the humidity is going to continue to increase, especially by Monday. That Gulf moisture returns in full force thanks to a breezy south wind. So while you will want to take it easy out there on the roadways earlier this morning, probably going to want to do that again as we head into our Sunday and even Monday morning, which we'll monitor for the morning drive there as well. Take a look at your temperatures into the back half of the weekend. There's that warming trend that continues. We're starting off in the 40s, temperatures climbing into the low 70s. Into Monday, those temperatures warm even more so. But as we get into Tuesday, that's when we're expecting our next weather maker to approach from the west. That looks to spark up a few showers Tuesday and into Wednesday. Along with that, temperatures on a downward trend, but as of right now, not going to be anything close to what we saw earlier this week.
So the cattle drive starts at 11 a.m. So by then,
visibilities will be better. We could still have some low-level cloud cover in place and maybe a few areas of fog, especially on the way to the cattle drive. But by the time it actually starts here in San Antonio, not going to be as bad as what we're seeing right now.
This will start to warm up.
Yes, it's going to be a lot better. That's
beautiful
for sure.
weather. Thank you, Mia.
You bet.
Yeah, 6:17, 38 degrees out.
Still to come, demand is so high for tickets to Beyonce's upcoming tour. Max already got his tickets. Said she's performing in Houston twice. We'll tell you when in your morning spotlight.
The girlfriend has already been talking to me about it. I was like, oh, your sister wants to go.
It wasn't a lie.
After the break, David out there showing off some smoked pork ribs, but also got what he calls an insanely spicy chicken tender. We're going to explain next.
Now, you have something hiding down here. What do you have?
So I brought out the AMF tender.
Oh, no.
Which I don't eat very often, but this is a special occasion with you here.
All right, cheers.
Go for it. Cheers. This is going to be a long 30 minutes.
Oh, wow. That is unpleasant.
We do not order this.
But you know what,
you're
though?
a glutton for punishment.
Okay, I need to know, like, how did he feel?
It seems
After
like he
he-
was still like conversational and smiling after, so it wasn't too miserable.
For TV.
Yeah,
You know?
but you know what? I think David Elder should be joining us throughout the next few hours for the cattle drive. Mike Osterhage officially in the building.
Yeah,
So
he just walked in denim on denim.
Yeah.
With a belt buck. Oh, he's
showing
leaving.
off the belt buckle. I think, what was it, mid 1870s? He's gonna be talking about it all morning
I don't
long.
know, but it was a celebrity sighting.
It was. We're so honored. Time now is 6:22, 38 degrees out.
Coming up before 6:30, an actress you may remember from The Christmas Story is being remembered. That's next in your morning spotlight. In your morning spotlight, Oscar-nominated actress Melinda Dillon has died at the age of 83.
All right, so you might remember her as playing Ralphie's mom in A Christmas Story. She earned her first Academy Award nomination for her supporting role in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and her other nomination was her portrayal of Teresa in Absence of Malice. Dillon also earned a Tony nomination in 1963 for her performance as Honey in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
All right, ladies, it's time to get information. Beyonce's tour, Max Massey, get information. Beyonce's tour hasn't started, but fans are already demanding more performances. So Queen Bee herself will perform in her hometown of Houston twice. She's also scheduled to perform in Dallas on September 21st. Houston is the following 2 days after that in September. The big question is, can Ticketmaster handle the high demand for tickets? People can start buying tickets in 2 days, but not all tickets will go up for sale. In hopes of avoiding another meltdown, Ticketmaster plans to institute rolling sales dates depending on the city. But first, fans will need to register through their verified fan system. Okay, but I did this, not for Beyonce's, but for Taylor Swift, enrolled in the verified fan system.
Right. I'm not like Googling anything except for like I'm on the tickets right now.
He's trying to buy tickets right now.
Not trying to buy tickets. We're just playing around with it. And it looks like you could start
But you're
at
on
least
StubHub.
trying.
You're not on
I'm on
Ticket.
StubHub. That's true.
So unless...
It's also for like the cheapest tickets I'm looking at, and it just went up.
How much are the cheapest tickets?
For upper section, $584
No.
a piece.
Cheapest tickets?
Cheapest ticket, one. That's one. That's not for two. That's just for one. So good luck out there.
Yeah.
All right, time now, 6:27, 38 degrees.
Power outages. They continue for some neighborhoods north of San Antonio, while some residents tell KSAT they're being ignored.
Well, it's Andre McDonald guilty in his trial, but not convicted for murder. We're going to look at why and what both sides are saying. Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday, 6:30 this morning. It is February 4th. We have
A
special
celebrity
guest.
in the building because
at
it is
this.
the cattle drive. Come on.
Come on
Come on down, cowboy.
Let's
You were a little
appreciate-
embarrassed to join us.
I didn't come in here. I just woke up too early.
You look fantastic.
Well, thank you. We are getting ready for the Western Heritage Parade and Cattle Drive. It's going to be starting in a long time from now, 11 o'clock. We're going to be down there, and it's going to be fantastic. A little cold if you're going
I
down
love that
early.
you have your long johns on underneath.
Yeah,
Ready to go.
Big heavy coat as well. So, but yeah, just can't wait. It's so wonderful. My favorite part is always standing there in the middle of Houston Street when they finally block it off, and just the throngs of people lining the sidewalk, and everybody's really excited about it. So
It's such an
check out the rodeo.
exciting time. Like,
It is.
You know,
It is.
Rodeo's huge.
You know how you say in September, it's like, okay, once we hit September, all the holidays, well, now, it's this and rodeo and fiesta, and it's going to be summer before we know it. So,
All right, so you're in your SA Live capacity right now.
yes.
Mia's here, and the weather.
I mean, we could tag team this if we really wanted to.
You are not dressed as a weatherman right now.
It's funny because when I woke up this morning and saw the dense fog advisory, I'm going,
You're stealing her thunder.
No, because really, we can take a look at the visibilities too. The best visibilities right now, really in San Antonio, but whenever you get outside of the city limits, that's where we have the denser fog. So if you're waking up this morning and you're planning on hitting the road for any weekend plans, I-35, Highway 90, I-10, just expect to find some reduced and lowered visibilities out there. So maybe give yourself some extra time. There's that dense fog advisory that Mike mentioned. That is in place through 10 a.m. and that even stretches up into central and even portions of North Texas here this Saturday. Now throughout the morning hours, over the next few hours, we likely will still see that dense fog, but by cattle drive time later this morning, visibilities are expected to improve. Around lunchtime, we'll call it partly cloudy skies, and then later this afternoon we are expected to find some more sunshine, and because of that, that warming trend will continue as we see those daytime highs top off in the upper 50s and low 60s for the majority of the area. Tomorrow, low 70s, even warmer into Monday, and then we're expecting our next front to move in, and that could spark up some rain chances by Tuesday and Wednesday. Guys, we'll detail all of that and get you a look at what we're expecting next week in just a few.
Mia, thank you. New this morning, San Antonio police are searching for a suspect responsible for shooting and killing a man overnight.
GMSA's Alyssa Cole joining us live from outside the apartment complex just a couple blocks from the studio. So, Alyssa, what are police telling you?
Yes, Max, Sarah, they're telling me right now at this very hour they're still working to locate the suspect responsible for the incident here on the 700 block of McCullough, out or just at the Augusta Flat Apartments. Now, this is what police are telling us. Inside this building is where they found a man dead. They believe he's identified to believe it be in his 30s. They found him with multiple gunshot wounds inside his own apartment. Now, police say neighbors nearby heard those loud gunshots and immediately called police. They didn't get a description of the suspect, but investigators are working with property management to acquire surveillance video. Now, once police get a chance to review the tape, they're hoping to positively identify the suspect responsible for what they describe as a very deadly crime. If you have any information on this crime, visit our website to get the information for Crime Stoppers on KSAT.com. Reporting live downtown, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa. Well, it took hours and hours of discussion, but a jury found Andre McDonald guilty.
McDonald was convicted of manslaughter, which is a lesser charge than the murder conviction. It's a decision that left many people confused and some disappointed.
John Paul Baraja shows us how people inside the courtroom reacted.
Guilty of the offense of manslaughter.
Andre McDonald will face a maximum sentence of 20 years, a lesser charge compared to the murder conviction that Andreen McDonald's family wanted. But her father, Paul Anderson, only had this message.
To the security forces, to the firemen, the people who volunteer the time, take time out from their family to come out to search for my baby in 2019. I want to tell you that we really appreciate it. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar gave Anderson the cuffs used to take Andre McDonald into custody as a gift. The sheriff also made it clear the verdict is not what they wanted, but that they will accept the jury's decision.
I pledged to him that we weren't going to stop until we found her and until we brought whoever was responsible for it to justice. That's what happened today. He got what 12 jurors decided was going to be justice.
Jurors deliberated more than 12 hours over 2 days before finally deciding on the manslaughter charge.
We certainly extend our sympathies to the family that this was not the verdict that we were hoping for.
Bexar County District Attorney Joe Gonzalez tells us, although disappointed, he believes the state put on a strong case.
The defendant got on the stand. He admitted to this conduct. And it was up to the jury to decide. There's no way of knowing. But one thing I will tell you after doing this for 35 years is what a jury does is very unpredictable.
Next is the punishment trial, which starts on Monday, something Andre McDonald's attorney tried to argue was unfair.
that it violates his rights and the statute.
Mr. Conrad.
And the whole sentencing scheme.
I'm giving you the whole weekend to get ready. You're getting more time than most people do, okay?
I respectfully disagree. We didn't even think we would get.
Okay, well, then
So we're not going to be prepared for Monday.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, Mr. Conrad, you need to be prepared.
That was John Paul Barajas reporting. Staying in the courts, a man convicted of setting his girlfriend on fire, now sentenced to 40 years behind bars. So this is Roberto Cocolam and the victim, Deborah Romo. 2 years ago, they were in a relationship, got into an argument, and during that argument, Cocolam allegedly turned off the main water to the house, then doused Romo with gas and set her on fire. It was Romo's granddaughter that ended up saving her life. She saw what happened and dumped a bucket of mop water on her. Now, even though he's being sentenced, Romo's family thinks Cocolam should have received a harsher punishment.
Well, the search is on for the person who broke into San Antonio Police Chief William McManus's patrol unit. So a car burglar broke into his police SUV late Thursday night while it was parked outside of his home. This happened in the Monte Vista neighborhood just north of downtown. SAPD says McManus' ballistic vest was taken during that break-in. According to a report, a passerby noticed someone dressed in a red hoodie inside the chief's police department issued vehicle. When that person saw the passerby's headlights, he or she jumped into a gray car and took off.
And happening now, the lights are still coming back on slowly in Comal County. PEC outage map showing 1,985 homes and businesses still don't have power. It does sound like a lot, but technically it's an improvement. Less than 48 hours ago, 4,000 homes and businesses were still in the dark. So still, many PEC customers frustrated with that lack of power and lack of answers.
So this neighborhood outside of Spring Branch lost power mid-afternoon on Wednesday. Some neighbors there say they've missed work and have spent a lot of their money to keep a generator running. Others tell us they were not able to get any help from PEC.
I have tried calling every day and it has stayed busy. I can't get through. They won't answer the emails. My husband actually said, you know, we understand y'all are busy. We understand there's thousands of people out of power, but I mean, at least cooperate with us or communicate with us and let us know what's going on via automated email system.
So PEC tweeted out earlier Friday that there's substantial damage to the system from downed lines and poles. And while it said in a statement that it hoped to have most of the power restored overnight, it warns that some of the restoration efforts could last into the weekend.
And speaking of the storm happening right now, lots of people in the hill country and our surrounding areas, they're still cleaning up. So Comal County has actually set up a place where people can drop off their brush for free. From now until February 11th, people who live in the area can bring their brush to the Comal County Recycling Center. That is 281 Resource Drive in New Braunfels.
Looking ahead, the streets of downtown San Antonio will be taken over by dozens of longhorn cattle later this morning. The annual Western Heritage Parade and Cattle Drive kicks off the rodeo season. The festivities start at 11 a.m. and we'll have that covered all morning right here on GMSA.
And if you are headed out this morning, the route a little different than years past. The parade will begin at I-35 and Houston Street. Parade participants and the cattle will travel down Houston before the event ends at the Alamo.
And if you can't make it to the parade, the Cattle Drive or the Cattle Drive in person, you can watch it live here on KSAT Plus app. You can also watch it live, of course, on our broadcast right here on KSAT 12. We'll be there along with the whole SA Live team. We just had Mike Osterhage in the studio, and he and Fiona will be out there. David Elder will be out there, and even GMSA's Alyssa Kolb will be out there previewing the show.
Yeah, Mike's all ready to go. He's like
ready.
Getting bundled up.
He's very excited. He has his long johns on underneath.
Time now, 6:40, 38 degrees.
Well, still to come on GMSA, the man accused of stealing a monkey from the Dallas Zoo has been caught. How the monkeys were found after a frantic search.
And after the break, we're celebrating the first weekend of Black History Month, starting with a spotlight on HBCU students and their partnership with Target.
38 degrees, 641. There's a little bit of that fog that Mia's been talking about. There's a fog warning right now, but she says it should clear up for the Cattle Drive. She is going to have our forecast when we come back. A computer science student in Georgia is now partnering with Target. It all started with a design to support Black History Month. So Cadence Patrick is a sophomore at Spelman College and is already making a name for herself in the world of graphic design. She's one of the 3 HBCU students across the country whose designs are featured in Target's Black History Month collection. Cadence's winning creation depicts a young Black man holding a glowing orb that reads, "Black futures are bright." Her 17-year-old brother was the inspiration.
My brother, he's one of the most kind and creative people I know. And so I just thought, I want people like him. I want young Black kids to see that and think yeah, my future is bright. I can do whatever I want.
So Patrick digitally drew the design using an app on her iPad. It's now on t-shirts, a baby's onesie, and journal products available in Target stores and online. How cool is that? You're shopping through Target and you're like, hey, I did that.
I drew that.
That's amazing.
You go, girl.
Fantastic. All right, so 38 degrees now. It's warmer, but you can't really see much out there.
That's exactly right, yeah. So the big story this morning is the dense fog that has really just settled itself into portions of south central Texas. Now here in San Antonio, look outside with live cam. Yes, we do have some of that fog and mist out there, but visibilities are actually better than just outside of the city limits. Still, if you are fixing to hit the road for any Saturday morning activities, probably a good idea to plan on giving yourself a little bit of extra time to get to those activities and just use extra caution out there on the roadways. Dew point, actual air temperature pretty close together. That's why we are seeing that fog develop. It still is plenty chilly out there. So if you are fixing to head outside, definitely take the extra layer with you. 38 here in town officially, 40 over in Helotes, 38 Rio Medina, 37 the current temperature in Uvalde, 36 up in Bandera. Now we will start to see that fog break up, especially by the late morning hours. I think visibilities are going to improve, and then more peaks of sunshine expected as we head into our afternoon plans. Around 50 degrees by 11 a.m., 56 by 1 p.m. Daytime highs for the most part, looking to top off in the upper 50s and low 60s across the area. So that warming trend that has been in place over the past day or so, that's going to continue as we head into this weekend as well. And even tomorrow morning, not as cold as what we're seeing out there right now. Still, you will want the jacket. We'll start off in the mid 40s here in San Antonio. But again, it's just those increasing temperatures that will continue into our Sunday afternoon as that thawing out process continues here in town. Low 70s for those daytime highs tomorrow. And I do think it's possible that, like this morning, we also find some fog out there to greet you for the Sunday morning activities you may be stepping out to. Now, high pressure is in control for the most part here across the Lone Star State this morning. That will be the case throughout the remainder of the day. As we head into next week, on Monday, the cloud cover moves back in as we see the humidity surge back into south central Texas as well. That humidity combined with our next area of low pressure approaching from the west is going to spark up our next chances for rain. So by Sunday afternoon, that low pressure system approaching the Rockies, sparking some snow across those higher elevations. No snow for us. By Monday night, that low pressure system is crossing over the desert southwest and Four Corners region. Here's Tuesday. By Tuesday, we could start to see some widely scattered showers develop. That will be the case into our Wednesday as well. And that's all with our next front that moves in with that low pressure system too. So we'll keep eyes on that. Temperature wise, we'll look to drop into the 50s near about 60 next Wednesday. Get ready for the rodeo on Thursday, opening night. Temperature's not looking too bad out there.
I think we deserve this weekend so much.
After everything that we've been through this past week, especially with the ice in the hill country, northern Bexar County, I mean, people still have some damage to clean up with that as well.
People still don't have power.
Exactly. So yes, this weekend very much needed to just kind of recoup a little bit.
Thank you, Mia.
You bet.
Yeah, 6:49, 38 degrees out.
Well, coming up after the break, the second time in the past few months, we have a new world record involving dogs. We're going to explain in just a bit. Welcome back. The man arrested Thursday for the theft of a tamarine monkeys at the Dallas Zoo is now facing additional charges.
So police now adding 2 counts of burglary. So they say this man, 24-year-old Davian Irvin, he was initially charged with 6 counts of animal cruelty, being held at the Dallas County Jail. Now the zoo was closed on Monday due to inclement weather, and that's when the monkeys went missing from their habitat. It was determined to have been intentionally compromised. Police say surveillance video they released to the public, it actually led to a tip that led to the monkeys' recovery. Monkeys were recovered unharmed and inside an abandoned home.
Over New York, zoo officials are trying to capture a Eurasian eagle owl that escaped when its exhibit was vandalized Thursday night. Flacco was caught after he escaped, but unfortunately flew off mid-rescue. Officials say the bird is a predator owl with a large wingspan and talons as sharp as razor blades. So there's no catching him until he wants to be caught. It's not clear why the vandals set the owl free from the zoo, but there's no questions he was one of New York's flyest.
See what they did there?
Yeah,
well
I saw that.
All right, before we head to break, take a look. World record, world's oldest dog ever. Bobby, 30 years old. 269 days as well. So almost 31. He's coming up and living an entire life with a family in a rural village in Portugal. Dogs like him actually usually only live about 12 to 14 years. So he's already more than double that. Purebred livestock guardian dog. He's beaten all the odds and he looks adorable.
Bobby and you are the same age, Max.
Cheers. We'll celebrate our birthdays together.
Okay, I did a deep dive on this.
On Bobby?
On Bobby.
Okay.
And the owners think that the reason why he's lived so long is because he's eaten human food pretty much his whole life instead of the kibble.
Interesting.
Right.
We need to study on this. Time now, 6:54, 38 degrees out.
Here's what's coming up at 7 on Good Morning America.
Good morning. Coming up here on GMA, all eyes on the sky. The latest on that suspected Chinese spy balloon crossing high above the U.S. What we know as U.S. military officials track its movements, and China responds to Secretary of State Blinken postponing his high-stakes trip to the country. Also coming up, new revelations in the Murdaugh murder trial over what prosecutors say is the potential motivation for Alec Murdaugh's alleged crimes, and why the jury has yet to hear some testimony. And All-Star Weekend on the ice. Some of the biggest names in hockey putting their skills on display. The highlights from the competition and the games ahead. It's all coming up right here on GMA.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday. So the San Antonio Zoo, obviously a staple of family-friendly fun around the Alamo City, and there are big changes on the way. That is why tomorrow on Leading SA at 8 a.m., tomorrow, the CEO of the San Antonio Zoo is set to join us live. We're going to be talking about a lot of things like the new improvements at the zoo, things opening, new exhibits, and the timetable of when we're going to see all these new experiences. If you have any questions that you would like to ask, you can go to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com. Ask those questions, then join us tomorrow morning for our full conversation.
Well, in about 2 weeks, KSAT will be hosting a community town hall with local experts and healthcare professionals weighing in on heart health. So tune in for that on the 16th at 2 p.m. on KSAT.com. You can join in on the conversation. If you have any questions you'd like to have answered, just submit them to KSAT.com in the KSAT community section.
All right, so we brought up the CEO of the zoo, well, on KSAT.com. Beginning of February starts the countdown to Valentine's Day. So if you're looking for a different kind of dining experience for that special someone, look no further than the San Antonio Zoo. They are offering a special Wild at Heart dinner.
I looked at this and I was like, maybe trying to convince my husband to go do this. So it's a 4-course gourmet meal alongside the zoo's hippos, Timothy and Uma, on Valentine's Day. During dinner, you'll learn about the hippos and the team who care for them. You must be 21 and over, VIP options, and head to KSAT.com.
What's the
that
food?
Link to book the table. You have to go to KSAT.com.
Oh,
Figure it out there. That was good. All right, one final look for now at the visibility. We've got fog in place across the majority of South Central Texas, so just be careful out there on the roads this morning. Visibility will improve by late morning. More sunshine this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon as well. That warming trend continues, and then we'll monitor for a few chances for rain as we head into next week, guys.
A lot more sunshine.
Yes.
Love to see that.
Yes.
Thank you, Mia.
Thank you, Mia. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for watching. We're going to take an hour-long break. We have full coverage of the Cattle Drive coming up at 8 a.m.
See you guys at 8.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
All right, starting off with not a beautiful look out there. I'll tell you what, though. It's 39 now. It's going to get warmer. It's going to be a great day out there. We're going to check in with Mia Montgomery in just a few moments. But for now, good morning. It is 8 o'clock. It is Saturday. It is February 4th.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. It's foggy out there now, but I got to say, all the cold we've dealt with in the last week.
This is nothing.
That is, 39 is nothing.
And Mia, you said by the cattle drive at 11 a.m., the sun's going to be out, and it's going to end up being a beautiful day.
Yeah, visibilities are going to improve over the next few hours. We likely will still have a few clouds in place by the start of the cattle drive, but I really think later this afternoon, we'll really start to see some more peaks of sunshine, and that's going to help that warming trend, finally thawing things out compared to the first half of earlier this week. Let's focus on that fog, though, very quickly, because that is the big focus of the forecast this morning. You can see that visibilities continue to drop. We're now down to about half of a mile over at the airport, quarter of a mile in Hondo, same up in Kerrville. Long story short, if you do have any Saturday morning plans that you are fixing to step out to, traveling up I-35, I-10, even Highway 90, give yourself a little bit of extra time out the door because we do have those hindered visibilities in spots. Dense fog advisory continues. 4 counties in gray running through 10 a.m. That actually has been expanded a little bit farther southward. Now, again, as we head into this afternoon, what's left of the fog, the low-level cloud cover that's worked its way in looks to break up a bit more peaks of sunshine helping temperatures warm into the upper 50s and low 60s. I do think some more areas of patchy, potentially even dense fog will be possible tomorrow morning, but there's that warming trend. While we're waking up in the 30s right now, tomorrow we'll wake up in the mid-40s here in town, and then daytime highs top off in the upper 60s and low 70s. We'll talk about the rest of today, get you an early look at next week, as well as some rain chances that we need to talk about coming up here in just a few minutes, guys.
Mia, thank you. One man is dead this morning after being shot overnight. San Antonio police are still searching for that suspect. This happened on Dallas and McCullough, just outside of the Augusta Flats apartments. Police say neighbors called about the shooting, and when police arrived, they found a man dead inside his apartment. Investigators are working with property management to get surveillance video. This happening just north of downtown, where they are hoping to positively identify that suspect.
Guilty of manslaughter. A jury finding Andre McDonald guilty on the lesser charge of manslaughter in the death of his wife, Andreen McDonald. So this court case stemming from events in 2019. Now, jurors deliberated for about 12 and a half hours before reaching their decision. Now, we've been following this case very closely throughout the progression.
That's right. So the maximum punishment is 20 years in prison. The punishment phase of the trial will begin Monday, despite objections from the defense that they needed more time to prepare.
That's right. McDonald placed in handcuffs. He's going to be in custody through the weekend and during the punishment phase of this trial. All right, we've been talking about it throughout the morning, just hours away from the annual Western Heritage Parade and Cattle Drive kicking off downtown.
Very exciting. Joining us is Alyssa Cole. She's in the event area where crews are prepping. Alyssa, how many people are they anticipating coming out today?
They are. Good morning, Max and Sarah. They're expecting thousands of people to come out to be a part of this annual tradition, that cattle drive. Everybody's excited, looking forward to it. We're just going to take a walk over here and show you just down the street. You can see the orange fence up, the barricades up. You can see the different personnel out here. People are gearing up. They're getting excited, folks. You know, this is just the beginning. In a couple of hours, all you're going to hear is a stampede roaring down the streets of downtown San Antonio. But we're going to give you a closer look of who's going to be making that stampede. And that animal, it starts with the letter C. So I'll let you all take a guess on exactly what animal it is. So we'll get a chance to see them up close and personal in our next half hour. So stay tuned so you can see what you can be a part of later today. Max, Sarah?
All right, Alyssa Cole, thank you so much. So excited because we have the entire team out there. We have SA Live out there. Mike Osterhage already showed his his beautiful apparel throughout the day?
Yeah, we had him on the early morning show. It was denim on denim.
Denim on denim. So
very cowboy.
Stay with us throughout the morning. We're going to have full coverage. But for now, it is 8:05, 39 degrees out.
All right, let's take a look outside with live cam. See if that visibility from this. Nope, you really can't see much out there. And that's a big story this morning. That's what Mia Montgomery is saying. 39 degrees, but she has some good news for today's forecast as well. She'll tell you about that when we come back.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. A special weekend because, well,
we have not just the stampede happening downtown, as Alyssa Cole called it. Of course, it's the cattle drive.
Right.
San Antonio Rodeo Cattle Drive is kicking off, which kicked off all the rodeo events. Wrangler breakfast, all the good stuff.
All the exciting times.
And it's kind of cold outside and kind of gets you in that rodeo. You can't have a rodeo and it be hot.
I just want to be able to see things.
Okay, fair enough, right? Actually be able to see 10 feet in front of you whenever you're driving. Yeah, that's the big story this morning is that we do have that fog in place, dense fog across a good portion of south central Texas. Here's the good news, though. Earlier this week, so cold, also was icy in spots. This afternoon, the warming trend continues. Upper 50s, low 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, upper 60s, low 70s. So that temperature trend will continue to be on the up and up. Now, as we head into tomorrow morning as well, some additional areas of patchy fog will be possible, but still we are expecting some afternoon sunshine today and especially into tomorrow. We also have some rain chances to talk about as we head into the Tuesday to Wednesday time frame of next week. But first, a look at those current conditions outside. Exactly what Max was talking about. Just would like to be able to see outside, right? Very foggy out there when we take a look with live cam. And the reason being is because the dew point and the actual air temperature, those readings are pretty neck and neck. So whenever we see those two readings close together, that's when the air saturates and we start to see that condensation process take place. The fog forms, visibility down to half a mile over at the airport right now. So just be careful if you are stepping out on area roadways, give yourself some extra time and also bundle up because yes, it is chilly out there early this morning. Temperatures right now as of the top of the 8 a.m. hour in the 30s and a few low 40s. We're up to 40 now over at SA Internationals, 38 in New Braunfels. Seguin, though, checking in at about 32 degrees. So briefly dip down to that freezing level. 36 in Converse, 42 in Hondo. Again, as we head into the later portions of this morning, we will start to see that fog and low-level cloud cover break up a bit more, and then temperatures will really start to warm, more peaks of sunshine. If you are stepping out for the cattle drive later this morning, around 50 degrees at 11 a.m. daytime highs for the most part, upper 50s, low 60s, around 62 here in San Antonio, 59 in Utopia and 55 up in Kerrville. Now, I did mention that we have some additional areas of patchy fog possible again tomorrow. That is thanks to the fact that dew points will continue to build over the next few days as the humidity continues to work back in. So do expect some additional areas of fog tomorrow and even into our Monday. You can see temperatures will continue to warm. We'll wake up tomorrow in the mid 40s, low 70s by tomorrow afternoon. How about low to mid 70s into Monday? And then on Tuesday, that's when we start to introduce those rain chances back into the forecast. There's an area of low pressure south of Alaska approaching the Pacific Northwest here this morning. That is going to continue tracking down to the southeast over the next several days. And depending on just how far south that area of low pressure is able to make it, that will ultimately determine our rain chances here at home. But as of right now, we'll call it about a 30% potential both Tuesday and into Wednesday. That also is accompanied by our next front. Speaking of rodeo, opening night next Thursday, weather not looking too bad. That's
awesome. Good. And so we're kicking things off today, a little fog, but of course the sun.
We'll see more peaks of sun this afternoon. It'll be pretty nice, especially after the week that we've had, right?
Yeah.
So
70 and sunny, that's the goal.
There it is.
When you guys think of Wrangler breakfast, what food items come to mind?
Oh.
Like biscuits?
Yes.
Biscuits and gravy.
Gravy.
Biscuits
I
and
know
gravy.
we've had
Bacon.
the live shots out there before that have had whiskey to start the morning.
Ooh.
Jen has a look out there.
Starting with whiskey.
Well, you're making me hungry, guys. Yes, biscuits, gravy, all the good stuff. And it's so cold, so it's just so perfect to have that right now. I had billfish is joining me. This is the 7th year I've been out here with you, right?
Absolutely. You keep coming back year after year.
It's a great time. So it starts at 9 o'clock. What do people need to know?
Well, the main thing is this is the first event of the rodeo season. So we're really glad that each and every one of you will come down here and have some Starbucks coffee, and we have biscuits and gravy, and we have pan de campo and frijoles. So please do come down and visit us because we're really excited about the beginning of the rodeo season.
Yes, and it's right here at the end of the Stampede 5K race that they have. And then also we have the Vaquero Cook-Off at Market Square. And if people want to park, the best place, it's a little difficult sometimes, we know that, but under 35 is probably the best place, right?
Absolutely.
And then, again, this is free, right?
All free. It's the first free event of the rodeo season, so we welcome everyone to come out.
All right, now we don't have the food just yet, guys, but we will in a little bit. They're cooking it up in the pan de campo. So good. All right?
All right.
Back to you, Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Jen. Excited to see all that food.
All right. Feel free to bring some back to the station. Time
please.
now, 8:13, 40 degrees out.
Take a look at these lotto numbers. Pick 3, 0, 1, 1, Fireball 1, Daily 4, 8, 6, 6, 6. Ooh, Fireball 2.
Take a look.
Not a very lucky number there.
Cash 5, 4, 18, 32, 33, 34. Here we go. Mega Millions. Did you play?
No, but I'm playing the Powerball tonight.
Hey, Mega Millions, 1, 4, 50, 54, 59, big number 17, Megaplier 2. Good luck. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for something to do after being iced in this week, San Antonio is offering a wide range of events for every interest, whether you're ready for a half marathon at Natural Bridge Cabins or if the coffee festival at Travis Park is more your speed. You can find all that information about what's happening on KSAT.com.
All right, a popular party known for its food, live music, and carnival rides returning this April. Alamo Heights Night. It's going to be on Friday, April 21st. Other activities expected to be at the event. There's going to be rock climbing, human hamster balls, and even laser tag. Free park and ride services are available from Alamo Heights Methodist Church. If you want any information, we have all that right now. Just head to KSAT.com. And of course, we have the cattle parade throughout the morning.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be checking in with a lot of people. We got David Elder. We have Mike Ostrage. We have Alyssa Cole. We have Jen. We have everyone you can think of.
Kind of jealous. Wish we were out there.
Well, it's still 40 degrees out there. Time now, 8:18, 40 degrees.
Okay, coming up, we have more things to do. Let's see here. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, the countdown has begun. At 11 a.m. is the cattle drive kicking off, and we have team coverage out there.
We have everyone you can think of. Lots of fun. David Elder joining us live. So, David, how does it look out there?
What's going on, guys? Hey, we're underneath the Houston and I-35 bridge underpass here. And right behind us, they're unloading all of the Longhorn right now for the cattle drive. And we're super excited to get this look right now because this is a part of the action that not a lot of people get to see. They get to see the parade, but this is a big part of the process of getting this all set up. You can see Dr. Kimball and his team out here just getting everybody ready to rock and roll. And check this out. We actually got a hat right here. That's the Karnes County Livestock hat, and we got to represent because we just got these hats right now. But y'all are busy out here this morning. And you know what? It's actually a beautiful day, so we're super excited for the cattle drive because, I mean, the weather's going to be fantastic. You can bring a coat, but by the time it's going to be about 11:30, it feels like it's just going to be beautiful out here. So we're very excited. A lot going on. You can see Dr. Kimball inside of there right now working with the Longhorn. I mean, that's a rancher, man. You got in there. You couldn't pay me to get inside that thing right now. I wouldn't know what to do. But he's in there just making sure the Longhorn are safe and secure and they're walking out appropriately. But we have so much more fun to look at down here. Once everybody's all in their little area, we're going to kind of go around and talk more with Dr. Kimball if we can get him over here. But, I mean, this is it. This is what it looks like getting ready for the Western Heritage Parade and Cattle Drive. And we're really excited to bring this to you guys out here. Look at them. That is awesome. That is a true, like, just rancher. That's a cool, like, thing right here. Dr. Kimball, what do you go to your mind when you're getting all these Longhorn out of here? Like, are you trying not to get poked or what's going on?
No, I'm just making sure that they go out one by one so that they don't hit the end and they slide and they fall down and hurt somebody or hurt themselves. They trust me because I hand raise them. So when I'm in here, I want to make sure you watch, they'll turn their head. They're not going to want to hit me. They don't want to hurt me. But my goal is to get them out of here easy So when they hit the ground, they're stable, and look at them, how calm they are. That's the whole goal. So when I get them from here and I walk them down the street, they're the same cattle here as they walk down the street and we load them, take them home.
Thank you so much for your time. I know you're busy this morning, so get back to it over there. That's amazing. That's very impressive. Hand-raised cattle, that's a big part of this. We're going to send it back to you guys there in the studio. We're going to keep walking around, but I tell you what, there's a lot more fun happening over here, getting ready for the Western Heritage Parade and Cattle Drive.
Thank you, David. Hey, my favorite is when he asked those other cowboys, like, you guys busy this morning? They gave him like the cowboy rancher nod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like David Elder's like Top Gun look. It was great. We're going to be checking in with David and the rest of our team at the Cattle Drive throughout the morning. But for now, time now, 8:24, 40 degrees out.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday. Just about 8:28 this morning. And I got to say, after a week of all of the cold and the chaos, still
rain.
people, north of us, Comal County, they still don't have power. I think last time we checked, more than 1,800 people without power. But the sun is out here in San Antonio. Well, there's fog, but yesterday the sun was out, Mia.
Okay, but Mia, I know the story this morning is fog, but later on, it's going to end up being a beautiful day.
It really is, and warmer temperatures, just like they were talking about, yes, especially after the cold start to this past week that we had. It's going to feel pretty nice out there, especially as we head into the afternoon hours. We'll talk about that as well as the fog in just a second, but brand new, hot off the presses, pollen count for this Saturday. Molds and mountain cedar, both out there again today, but the good news is they are both low, so not too bad kicking off any of the weekend plans. All right, let's talk about that fog, because yes, if you are fixing to step out the door, headed out to downtown San Antonio, or really just have any weekend activities that you need to get to, basically traveling along any major area roadways, I-35, I-10, Highway 90, 181, 281, just expect there to be some areas of dense fog out there at times. San Antonio International now recording a visibility of about half a mile. Virtually no visibility up in the Kerrville as well as Bernie areas along the I-10 corridor. So give yourself some extra time to get to where you need to be, and just be careful out there this morning. Dense fog advisory continues for counties in gray, and really that encompasses the entire I-35 corridor all the way up to the Waco area, Central Texas, North Texas. And that's just because we do have that fog in place. Now, when is the fog expected to lift? Later on this morning by about 10 to 11 o'clock when the cattle drive starts, we will start to see those visibilities improve in and around the San Antonio area. And then as we head into this afternoon, we will start to see more sunshine as well. So we'll call it partly cloudy by about lunchtime. And then this afternoon, I think by about 4 to even 5 p.m. into the early portions of this evening, we'll see mostly sunny and mostly clear skies. Now, daytime highs this afternoon, topping off in the upper 50s, low 60s, around 62 here in San Antonio, 64 in Pleasanton, maybe some 50s up in the hill country for places like Kerrville, even stretching up to Fredericksburg, over to Rock Springs there in Edwards County. As we head into our Sunday, yes, some additional areas of fog will be possible tomorrow morning, but the warming trend continues, and that will be the theme that we find into Monday as well. Then we start to talk about some rain chances by the middle of next week, so we'll get you a preview of all of that, what we're expecting, and time it out in just a bit, guys.
Thank you, Mia. The search is on for the person who broke into San Antonio Police Chief William McManus's patrol unit. So a car burglar broke into his police SUV late Thursday night while it was parked outside of his home. This happened in a Monte Vista neighborhood just north of downtown. SAPD says McManus's ballistic vest was taken during that break-in. According to a report, a passerby noticed someone dressed in a red hoodie inside the chief's police department issued vehicle. When that person saw the passerby's headlights, he or she jumped into a gray car and took off.
Now to the latest in the courts. A man convicted of setting his girlfriend on fire is going to be behind bars for 40 years. Now, this is Roberto Cocolam and the victim, Deborah Romo. 2 years ago, they were in a relationship. They got into an argument, and during that argument, Coco Lam turned off the main water to the house, doused Romo with gas, and set her on fire. It was actually Romo's granddaughter that ended up saving Romo's life. She had seen what had happened and dumped a bucket of mop water on Romo. So even though Coco Lam's been sentenced, Romo's family thinks that Coco Lam should have received a harsher punishment. All right, now to the story of the day, story of the weekend. We have team coverage talking about the Western Heritage Parade and Cattle Drive.
That's right, and that's where we find GMSA Alyssa Cole. There she is. Good morning, Alyssa.
Good morning, Max, Sarah. I am just so excited, and it is not to make it all about me, but this is my first Western Heritage Parade and Cattle Drive, and I'm so excited. And I know you all can see here behind me, we're under the I-35 bridge in Houston, and we have our cattle friends here. Take a look, you guys. Say good morning. Aren't they beautiful? They are just, here we go. There's some action. They're just as excited as we are. We even got some fans over here. You see their horns. Hey, good morning, you all. Yes, we are just looking forward to it. And we'll even take the camera and walk with us, and you can even see over here the other cattle getting ready for the big parade to show off their beautiful, beautiful struts right down Houston Street for miles and miles, where they, crews and coordinators, they expect thousands of people to show up to be a part of this annual Western Heritage event to really show off the culture of the Lone Star State. And of course, you know, unfortunately, we had to go through the pandemic, but we're happy to be on the other side where we have the vaccines and the vaccinations, because we can come out, we can be a community again and get back to those traditions. So if you all are considering coming down, be a part of this event. It is free. This is open to the community. The event starts at 11 o'clock. Again, the cattle drive will be going down Houston Street. So you want to get out here early so that way you can, you know, get some access to parking and everything. So take your time ahead of time. But again, one more look at the cattle here, getting ready for their big shine, their spotlight. Just take a look. How can you ignore those precious faces? Again, the Cattle Drive Western Heritage Parade will be starting at 11 a.m. downtown San Antonio. So saddle up and come on down and join us. Back, Sarah.
Thank you, Alyssa. It's like the Longhorns, they know. It's like, yes, it is my time to shine.
Yeah, I've been waiting so long for this. No, it really is an amazing event. Glad it's back in full force. If
and then when you hear their hooves on the street.
It's a whole stampede.
Oh, chills.
If you have any questions, we have all the information. It is free. Just head to KSAT.com. But for now, time 8:34, 41 degrees out.
Okay, the story this morning, you really couldn't see it in Alyssa's live shot. This shot's from, of course, a camera that is much higher up, but there is some fog in the area. Mia Montgomery in the house will let us know when it's going to clear up when we come back.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. So we are seeing the temps rise a little bit. I think we started, 37,
37 was the unofficial low here in town. But yeah,
what makes it colder is that fog. It kind of gets in your bones.
It's cloudy and kind of gloomy out there too with the fog and mist.
It does.
It's bone cold.
It's bone cold where it just like gets in your bones.
It's just, kind of clammy out there too.
Thank you.
I guess. I follow what you're saying. But yes, it is a foggy start out there this morning. Let's take a look at live cam. This is a different vantage point. You can see, yes, a little bit of sunshine trying to peek through there, the top left portion of your screen. But for the most part, it is, yes, cloudy and misty and a foggy start to this Saturday here in South Central Texas. Dew point of 41, air temperature of 42. Winds are calm, so that also helps fog form. Visibility just over 1/10 of a mile right now. Now, in terms of our temperatures, yes, it is chilly out there this morning. If you are fixing to step outdoors, take the extra layer with you. 41 in Bulverde, 39 in Bernie, 39 in Divine, 42 in Hondo. Over the next several hours, especially by late morning and approaching the lunchtime hour, that's when we're really going to start to see that fog in place, the cloud cover in place really break up, and then temperatures will continue to warm. So we're around 50 degrees by 11 a.m., 59 by 2 p.m. There's the mostly sunny skies by about the 4 to 5 p.m. time frame. And then those temperatures will continue to climb into the upper 50s, low 60s for those daytime highs. Now, as we head into our Sunday, that's when we start to see that warming trend continue even more so. We'll start off tomorrow in the mid 40s and then daytime highs for our Sunday afternoon, topping off in the upper 60s, low 70s. More areas of fog, I think, possible tomorrow morning, but then we should see even more sunshine as we get ready to wrap up the weekend's plans. Tell you where it's not going to be that warm, though, farther up to the northeast. While the Lone Star State is waking up to the 30s and 40s for the most part, check out temperatures across the New England area. Negative 14 in Caribou, Maine right now, negative 4 in Boston. Fun fact, maybe not so fun because just incredibly cold conditions up that way. Last night, Mount Washington in New Hampshire set a record for the coldest wind chill ever recorded in the United States, recording a wind chill of negative 108 degrees Fahrenheit. I can't even imagine what that would potentially even feel like. So pretty crazy cold conditions up there across the New England states. Now here at home, not cold, not that cold at least. And as we head into the remainder of the weekend and even into the beginning of next week, those temperatures will continue to warm. But by Tuesday and Wednesday, we have our next chance for rain. There's an area of low pressure south of Alaska in the Pacific. It's approaching the Pacific Northwest here this morning. We've got the humidity that's going to be pumping in and really increasing and building over the next couple of days as well. So with that in place, when we combine that with the area of low pressure approaching from the west, by Tuesday we could start to see some widely scattered showers develop also as our next front moves in, and that could continue into Wednesday as well. Now we'll keep tabs on this over the next couple of days, but as of right now we'll call it about a 30% potential both Tuesday and into Wednesday. I mentioned that moisture building. Winds are going to be filtering in from the south here over the next couple of days as well, so those dew points will rise, especially by Monday, and those are pumping in via a breezy south wind come Monday as well. We could see some wind gusts in the range of about 25 to even 30 miles per hour. That could be the case Tuesday and into the early portions of our Wednesday as well there. After we see that front move through associated with those rain chances, more sunshine and comfortable temperatures look to move in by Thursday and Friday of next week, guys.
So I see a lot of sun in this forecast.
A lot better than earlier this week, I can tell you that for sure.
And hopefully the sun will be coming out later this morning as we kick things off at 11 a.m. with our cattle drive.
All right, Mia, thank you so much. But for now, we're going to have to toss it to one of our other favorite meteorologists, Mike Osterhage, down there. Oh, you guys look fantastic.
Hey,
look
Mike
at
and
that.
Fiona.
You got to feel fantastic when you're down here getting ready for the cattle drive, right?
Right. We are just over 2 hours away from the Western Heritage Parade and Cattle Drive, the kickoff to the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo.
Oh, yes, indeed. And of course, in a little more than 2 hours, there's going to be about 75 herd of Longhorns coming right down Houston Street here. And it is always so fantastic to see the number of people that come out. It is a fantastic morning. Like me was just talking about, the sun trying to squeeze on through. And we still got some clouds hanging around here, but oh my gosh.
I know.
Because
And it's not as cold as we thought it was going to be. It's actually not bad.
Last year we needed like sock warmers and stuff like that, but this of course is going to be just fantastic. Not only do we have the Longhorns here, but we have all the different entries, only on hooves, only on wagon wheels.
That's right. No rubber tires.
No
right?
rubber tires whatsoever.
And of course, our fabulous Jen Tobias-Strusky, she's going to be over at the Wrangler Breakfast.
And then that's going to be followed by the Vaquero Cook-Off, which has been going on since last night, and then also continues today. By the way, come down here, watch the cattle drive, and then you can head on over to the Vaquero Cook-Off. Also, then it's going to be going on tomorrow with the Family Fun Day on Sunday.
And of course, I know that last year they had to make some changes to the parade route because of construction, but this year, just a straight shot down Houston Street and ends over there at the Alamo.
Yeah, and of course, preceding the cattle is going to be the 5K run. So pretty soon we're going to see a bunch of runners coming down here. They're not running away from the cattle, but it's the 5K. So everybody has a great time down here. And of course, right in front of the cattle, though, is going to be David Elder in with Cattle Cam.
Yes, Cattle Cam. I love Cattle Cam. And helping us navigate This year's parade lineup is Chris Derby, Chief Marketing Officer for the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo, so it'll be nice to have him there.
He has all the insights. Well, we're going to be talking about what to expect at the rodeo, which of course begins then on Thursday, and not only all the great musical acts, but you got the mutton busting. You've got all the various food groups that are fried and then fried again and deep fried on the middle.
You cannot go wrong with anything deep fried.
Of course not. It's always fun to see what they come up with that you can deep fry. And of course, here at the Western Heritage Parade and Cattle Drive, of course, we do have some KSAT insiders that are going to be in this with David Sears and Ursula Perry. Their 5 insiders and their guests are going to be riding in one of the wagons coming right down here. Some of my favorites, the escaramuza.
Yes, the escaramuza.
Those
Rosas
lovely
de Castilla.
ladies that have those beautiful dresses, ride side saddle, and of course the Jefferson Lasso. Those are always a couple of my favorites. And I think because they were guests on our show.
And of course we love the crowds when they come down here, and what's exciting about that is we're going to be giving some free tickets away to the rodeo grounds and maybe some freebies too for those who are here along the parade route.
But you have to know your rodeo trivia.
That's right.
Do you guys know rodeo trivia?
Do we know rodeo trivia?
I think we're going to have to brush up on our rodeo trivia before the next live hit.
I think I'll hand that over to Max.
Yeah, you know what, we're going to defer it to Mia for the moment.
Right.
And now, for now, 8:45, 42 degrees out.
Okay, let's take a look outside with TransGuide. Okay, so some areas you can actually see the visibility starting to break up, that fog there. Some areas not so much. But if any incident happens, I know there's going to be a lot of people heading downtown for the cattle drive. We will let you know about them, and we'll be right back.
Good morning. Welcome back. We have a special guest. David Sears, good morning.
All kinds of special guests.
You guys are having way too much fun on a morning show.
Well, he walks in, and David's kind of a real cowboy.
Kinda. Kinda is the good word. That's the good word. So.
Kind of a real cowboy, and y'all are heading out to the cattle drive, you and Ursula.
Just got here. We're going over to the cattle drive. We're going to be in it. We're going to be riding in a wagon.
Nice.
I talk loud.
I'm trying to.
We're riding in a wagon with some KSAT insiders.
Okay.
That's some real cowboy stuff there.
Hey, cowboy, cowgirl, you got it.
You got the hat. You got all the swag going on over here.
This is just like the regular hat.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to put your cowboy hat when you got.
I got a cowboy hat in the truck.
Okay.
In the truck.
Fantastic.
Says the real cowboy. All right, David Sears, we'll let you head out.
Have fun.
Yeehaw.
That was good.
Love that.
That was it.
Rodeo San Antonio.
Love it. All right. Speaking of Rodeo San Antonio, we got David Elder on the other side of the camera. David, how does it look out there?
You guys, it looks amazing out here. Everything is getting geared up and ready for the Western Heritage Parade and Cattle Drive. And joining me right now is Luke. He is with the Parsons Mounted Cavalry with the Texas A&M Corps of Cadets. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
I'm glad to be here, sir. Thank you.
Now, and it's a little chilly. Everybody's just kind of getting warm down here. It's going to warm up here in a little bit, though. But what are you excited for today?
Oh, I'm excited for the parade. And we came last year, and there was a great lineup. And it's really great to get to see downtown San Antonio, just to go in front of the Alamo, to see the people. It's just a good time, and it's good PR for the Corps and the Parsons Mounted Cavalry itself.
Now, talk to me about the Cavalry. What are some of the initiatives? What are some of the main goals of what y'all do?
So, we're part of the Corps of Cadets at A&M, and one of our biggest goals is to, develop leaders of character. That's part of our whole organization. These cadets here are responsible for over 96 horses, and they're responsible for the care of each other and the maintenance of our facilities. So, just camaraderie, professionalism, and development of their own leadership abilities is kind of like what our goal is.
And you're smooth at this. You're really confident. So everybody pointed at you. I was like, okay, who wants to talk? They all pointed at you. So have you done this before?
Yes, sir. I'm the commanding officer for the Mounted Cavalry Unit, so I'm in charge of everyone here. So
you're like, yeah, I've done this a couple of times. Yeah.
Part of the gig. Yes, sir. It's part of the gig.
Now, for people at home who haven't been here before, and this is going to be their first time at the parade, tell me some things that you think they should be excited for. What are they going to be prepared for when they see y'all coming down?
Oh, man, it's getting to see the people. There's nothing like being lined up on horseback, just seeing your friends and family. It's a great time. For the juniors, this will mostly be their first time. For our seniors who are wearing our senior boots, this will probably be their second time doing it. So, they're going to get to experience, a ride of a lifetime, getting to see all their the family, the friends, the people of downtown San Antonio. It's a great time. So.
Fantastic. And you're on horseback, but have you got to mess around with any longhorns? Have you got to deal with any of them before, or just not that much?
Not really, no. Most of what we deal with is horses. So yeah, yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. I think your group over here is walking over there, but thank you so much, man. Have a great morning and a great ride. Okay. Thank you so much. Right behind us, we have all the longhorn. And they're so relaxed. I think Dr. Kimball puts a little spell over them or something like that. They're super chill. Oh, look, one's coming up to you, Ben. Oh, they like you. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I thought he was coming up to you. Never mind. You spooked him away, Ben. But we were having a great time down here underneath the underpass I-35 in Houston. We're getting ready for the Western Heritage Parade and Cattle Drive, which starts at 11 o'clock. But don't forget, we have a brand new episode of Texas Eats at 10 o'clock this morning. And we have so much good food. You guys are going to love it. But we're going to keep walking around, finding more interesting stuff. Oh, look, there's a little one. There's a little one. Hi. Oh, the little ones are, oh, okay, you scared it again, Ben. That's okay. We're going to toss it back to you all in the studio. We're going to keep walking around, see if we can find some more cattle to not scare down here.
Please don't scare any more cattle. Thank you. Thank you, David.
They're all having so much fun out there.
I know.
Very jealous.
Photographer Ben out there.
Oh, he's just going along with whatever David says. Time now, 8:53, 43 degrees out.
We'll be right back.
Good morning and welcome back. So in New York, zoo officials trying to capture a Eurasian eagle owl. Yes, you heard that right. The owl escaped when its exhibit was vandalized Thursday night. Flacco, who was caught after he escaped, unfortunately, he flew off mid-rescue. Officials say the bird is a predator owl with a large wingspan and talons as sharp as razor blades. So there's no catching him unless he wants to be caught. Now, yesterday, he was actually spotted at a nature sanctuary in Central Park. He was looking down on all the commotion that he himself was causing. Officials are asking park goers to give Flacco space so that he can, in fact, be rescued.
Ladies, it's time to get in formation. That's because Beyoncé's tour hasn't started, but fans are already demanding more performances. Queen Bey will perform in her hometown of Houston not just once, but twice. She's also scheduled to perform in Dallas on September 21st. Those Houston performances follow that on the 22nd and 23rd. The big question is, can Ticketmaster handle that high demand for tickets? So people can start buying tickets in 2 days, but not all tickets will go up for sale at once. So in hopes of avoiding another meltdown, Ticketmaster plans to institute rolling sales dates depending on the city. But first, fans will need to register through their verified fan system.
Okay, I'm doing research right now.
Yeah,
okay. So it's the 23rd and 24th,
okay,
NRG Stadium. And if you go on StubHub right now, do you remember how much they start for?
It was $550.
It's $584.
Oh my gosh.
For the cheapest.
Oh.
So I guess if you want to spend $584 for one, good luck.
Her performances are
God bless.
phenomenal.
Yeah, she has just an inordinate amount of concerts set up. It's crazy. She's going from like Amsterdam. Either way, all the info, KSAT.com. But for now, time is 8:57, 43 degrees out.
We'll be right back.